See, usually we call it as MN theorem, and it states like this. Given task. For suppose if we have a triangle ABC and D is a point on BC such that this D is dividing this BD and DC in the ratio M is to N. So that means if this part is some M and this part is N. Okay. And if you join AD, the angles are alpha, beta, theta like that. Alpha, beta, theta. If you have all this information, the ratio in which AD divides BC is M is to N and the angles alpha, beta, theta, then these two are always correct. That MN theorem. So what are these two statements? M plus N cot theta. M plus N cot theta is equals to M cot alpha minus N cot beta is the first statement. And coming to the second statement, M plus N cot theta is equals to this side N into cot B minus this part M into cot C. See, you need to observe it for memorization, right? Yeah, right. And to prove these two, to prove this MN theorem, we use sine rule. We just utilize sine rule to prove this MN theorem, and using sine rule, I will try to prove the first one and automatically the second one also will happen. Okay, right. Similar type of proof is also applicable for second one. First try to prove the first one and then directly we will take the second one also. Right. How to prove the first one using sine rule? Right. See, to prove this first one using sine rule, what I do is I am going to apply sine rule for these two triangles separately. To apply sine rule for these two triangles separately, what I do? Since this part is M is to N, I need a separate diagram. Okay. So, right. See, I will, because of the space, again I am utilizing the same diagram here itself. Because this is M is to N, you just take this part as some MK and this part as some NK. Because the ratio is M is to N, right? So we say it as MK and we take it as NK. And then these are the angles alpha, beta, and this is theta. Okay. Okay. Then what you say about this angle? You just think about it in terms of theta and alpha. What you say about this angle? See, in any triangle, the exterior angle is the sum of the opposite two interior angles. You just look here. For suppose if this is the triangle, okay, here I have theta, here it is alpha, then what you say about this angle? Exterior angle is equals to the sum of opposite two interior angles in any triangle. So with that logic, this theta is simply nothing but alpha plus question mark. Since theta is alpha plus question mark, what you say about that question mark? That question mark is simply what? Theta minus alpha. Is it clear? And that's why this angle will become theta minus alpha. This angle is theta minus alpha and its length is simply mk. Or you may take it like BD itself, no problem. Here they mentioned that D divides BC in the ratio M is to N, and that's why it is very clear that BD divided by DC is equals to M by N. I just utilize this statement. Okay. This angle is theta minus alpha. Then what you say about this angle? See, again I need in terms of this alpha, beta, theta, because I am going to prove the first one, right? So since I am going to prove the first one, I need this angle in terms of alpha, beta, theta. Just think about it. If you add this angle A, alpha plus beta, and this angle B, theta minus alpha, you get it as theta plus beta. And that's why this angle will become 180 minus of theta plus beta. I will write here. This angle is simply what? 180 minus of A plus B. We know it, right? In a triangle, sum of the angles is 180. And that's why this angle is 180 minus of theta plus beta, because A plus B is theta plus beta. So I have this angle as theta minus alpha and this angle as 180 minus theta plus beta. Why I found these two angles in terms of alpha and beta? Why? Because simply I am going to prove the first statement, so it involves with alpha beta. That's why I just located every angle in terms of alpha and beta. And now you just apply sine rule for the first triangle as well as for the second triangle to prove the statement. You just look at the first triangle. Now first triangle is ABD. Okay. For your sake, I will just represent here triangle ABD. In this triangle, if you apply sine rule, what is sine rule? Side length divided by see, a side divided by the sine of the opposite angle. Here it is BD, its opposite angle is alpha, so BD by sine alpha is equals to, for this triangle ABD, take AD as the side and its opposite angle is theta minus alpha, is equals to AD by sine of theta minus alpha. And next the triangle is ACD. Then in this triangle ACD, if you apply sine rule now, this side is DC divided by sine beta, because the opposite angle is beta, is equals to, again you just take AD divided by its opposite angle. What is this angle? 180 minus of theta plus beta. So you just write like this, sine of 180 minus of theta plus beta. This is the sine rule. And now, since we need to find this particular statement, m plus n cot theta is equals to m cot alpha minus n cot beta. Here AD and AD is a common thing. You just divide 1 with 2. Okay, or you just eliminate AD. From this, what is AD? From the first statement, okay, then we have in our hands that from the first statement, you just make AD as the subject, BD by sine alpha into sine of theta minus alpha is the first statement, AD from the first statement. Then again from the second statement, what is AD? DC by sine beta into sine of 180 minus an angle. Sine of 180 minus some x is equals to sine x itself, because 180 minus second quadrant sine positive, 180 just make sine itself only. So sine of 180 minus theta plus beta is simply nothing but sine of theta plus beta. What it is? Sine of theta plus beta. Okay. So we need to equalize this. Since I have BD by DC, you just send this DC this side. Okay. And the remaining part that side. How it becomes, what will happen, everything we need to analyze. Okay. See, actually we don't have space here. For the space concern, I need to erase this part. Okay. And before going to erase this, once again I will explain for you. We are going to discuss MN theorem. For this theorem, initially we need to have a triangle ABC with that D dividing BC in the ratio m is to n, and this is alpha, this is beta, this is theta. If you have all this information, then we need to prove these two statements as correct. First statement is m plus n cot theta is equals to m cot alpha minus n cot beta. Second statement is m plus n cot theta is equals to n cot b minus m cot c. And now I am going to prove the first statement. Similar proof is applicable for the second one also. And to prove the first one, you just apply sine rule for the first triangle and apply sine rule for the second triangle. And with that, you just eliminate AD. To eliminate AD, make AD as the subject in this equation and AD as the subject in this equation. We have at the end this. And you just memorize this BD by DC is equals to m by n. Okay. And I am erasing this for the space. Just have a look now. Right. You just take this DC this side. So from there you have that BD divided by DC into sine of theta minus alpha divided by sine alpha is equals to, this side what we have, sine of theta plus beta divided by sine beta. Is there anything wrong? Nothing. Okay, just have a look. And that implies BD by DC as per given, we know it as m by n into, this is what, sine of theta minus alpha divided by, this is sine alpha, right? Okay, you just write that sine alpha as sine theta into sine alpha left side, as well as in the right side also the numerator is sine of theta plus beta, you just multiply with sine theta. See, both sides you just multiply with sine theta in the denominator, and this BD by DC is equals to M by N. Okay, just have a look. And then sine of theta minus alpha by sine theta sine alpha is equals to sine of theta plus beta by sine theta sine beta. So what you know about sine of theta minus alpha? See, sine of A minus B formula, and this side sine of A plus B formula. So just try to apply it. I am erasing again this for the space, okay? Because here we are discussing on the small board, we need space every time. For the space we need to erase, right? Okay. You just look at now. So this part is M by N. So this is equals to M by N. And here sine of theta minus alpha by sine theta sine alpha. See, what is sine of theta minus alpha? Sine of theta minus alpha is sine theta cos alpha minus cos theta sine alpha, and which is divided by sine theta into sine alpha. Okay. This is equals to sine of theta plus beta, which is sine theta cos beta plus cos theta sine beta divided by sine theta into sine beta. Okay, this procedure also helps you in solving many problems, and that's why we need to learn all these things. Okay, right. So sine of A plus B formula, that's it. And now in the next step what will happen? So this implies M by N into, here in this bracket if you look, sin theta cos alpha by sin theta sin alpha, sin theta will get cancelled, you left with simply cot alpha minus, here sin alpha will get cancelled, cos by sin is simply cot theta. This is equals to right side, sin theta if it cancel, you left with cot beta minus sin beta if you cancel it, you left with plus cot theta actually. So at the end I have M by N this value and that. So multiply with M cot alpha minus M cot theta. Send this N that side and multiply with N. You get it as N cot beta plus N cot theta. You just collect M and N in one side and alpha beta in the other side. Okay, send this minus M cot theta right side, M cot beta left side. At the end you have, so M plus N cot theta is equals to M cot alpha minus N cot beta, and at the end this is Mn theorem. This is just an application of sine rule. Just by applying sine rule, we need to move with some trigonometric formulas along with the algebraic skill, and you have that M plus N cot theta is equals to M cot alpha minus N cot beta. Okay, at the end just have a look and then I will explain you once again. Okay, I will give you the plan, I will explain you once again, just have a look. So once again at a stretch, if you observe, first of all we have a triangle ABC. Okay, this triangle ABC is given and a point D on this BC is given such that BD by DC is equals to M by N. And if you join this A and D, as per the given statement, this angle is alpha, this angle is beta, this angle is theta. Everything is given. Okay, if you have all this information, then Mn theorem states that, what that Mn theorem states? Then Mn theorem states two separate statements. First one is M plus N cot theta is equals to, this side the part is M, okay? So M cot alpha minus this side the part is N, and that's why N into this cot beta, N cot beta. That's one statement. And the other statement is M plus N cot theta is equals to this part N into this angle N cot B minus M cot C. This part M into that angle C, M cot C. These are two statements just we derived from Mn theorem. Okay, then from this given information, if you have all this information, then we need to apply sine rule for the first triangle and sine rule for the second triangle with AD as one common base, one common side. Okay, in applying sine rule, you just locate this angle as theta minus alpha, and then you just identify this angle as 180 minus of theta plus beta. Apply sine rule for this triangle, apply sine rule for that triangle, eliminate AD. Okay, and on eliminating AD with some simplification, algebraic simplification with the help of trigonometric formula, you get these two statements. At the end, if you just leave the proof part, concentrate on the statement, this statement helps you in solving different problems. Okay, I will give you one or two problems also. Once again, the statement is, if you have these angles alpha, beta, theta along with this ratio in a triangle, these two will happen. And in most of the cases we use the first statement, sometimes the second one also. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, this is 52nd one, statement of MN theorem. And now 53, I will give you one problem to solve. See, look at the problem. AB is perpendicular to AD and D is the midpoint of BC. Then tan A plus 2 tan B value we need to find. Since AB is perpendicular to AD, first of all you just take AB. This, if you say this as AB, and AB is perpendicular to AD, so take some line segment which is perpendicular to AB and mark it as D. And as per the given statement, this D is midpoint of BC. So you just join DB and then extend that DB such that D is the midpoint. That means these two parts are equal, and mark that point as C. After that you just join that C with A. So finally we have a triangle. And in this triangle, these two parts are equal, right? So 1:1 ratio. Okay, just we are going to apply that MN theorem now. See, this is AD and these are M and N. Okay, so we need to identify the angles. Here, one angle is 90 degrees, just like MN theorem. For you, just I will give you the MN theorem diagram. If this is the triangle and if this is AD, this is M, this is N, this is theta, one angle is alpha and the other angle is beta, triangle ABC. Okay, just like this, like AD we have here AD, and at one side the angle is alpha, other side is beta, so here some angle is beta you may say, and here the angle is theta, and you just take this angle as theta. Okay, just I am taking those two angles as beta and theta just to apply MN theorem. Now what is M and what is N? M is 1 and N is also 1. Okay, both are 1. Then just by MN theorem we can say that M plus N cot theta, M plus N cot theta is equals to M cot alpha minus N cot beta is the statement. So here M plus N, M is 1 and N is 1. So 1 plus 1 cot theta is equals to M is 1, 1 into cot. In the place of alpha what I have? 90 degrees here. 90 degrees minus N is also 1 into cot beta. Okay. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 cot theta is equals to, what you say about cot 90? Since tan 90 is infinity, cot 90 is 0, this term will get cancelled. 2 cot theta is equals to minus cot B here we have. But we need tan A plus 2 tan B is equals to 0. We need to express everything in terms of A, B and C. Okay. So this is 2 into cot theta. What you say about this theta? See, for this triangle ABD, this theta is the exterior, which is the sum of 90 and B. So cot of theta is simply 90 plus B is equals to minus cot of, what you say about beta? You just look at the diagram, this total angle is A. Since the total angle is A, this beta is simply A minus 90 degrees. So 2 into cot of 90 plus beta. 90 plus is the second quadrant, there it is negative, cot will become tan. So this is minus 2 tan B is equals to, okay. So minus cot of A minus 90, if you send that minus for the inside, it becomes cot of 90 minus A. 90 minus is the first quadrant, cot will become tan, and this is simply nothing but tan A. So minus 2 tan B is equals to tan A. So from there we can conclude that tan A plus 2 tan B is equals to 0. Okay, just have a look at this. Just by using Mn theorem, it is very easy to find the value of tan A plus 2 tan B as 0 for the given problem. Have a look. Next problem, look at the board. That's the problem actually. We have a triangle ABC, and that BC is divided into 3 equal parts by 2 points D and E. So these 3 parts are equal, and if you join A to D and A to E, the angles at the vertex A are theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. Okay. Again for you I am giving you the somewhat bigger diagram, right? So this is triangle ABC. So you have D here and then E here. These two parts are equal, and join AD as well as join AE. Okay. Take this angle as theta 1, this angle as theta 2, this angle as theta 3. And the triangle name is ABC. Okay. And we need to generate a relation in terms of tan theta 1, tan theta 2, tan theta 3. You just take 1 by T1, 1 by T2, 1 by T3, or no, T1, T2, T3 as tan theta 1, tan theta 2, tan theta 3, and we need to prove this particular statement. Okay? Right. I am erasing this for the space, the question part, and then this is the diagram we have in our hands. By using Mn theorem, we are going to prove this. Okay? Just have a look. Okay. Right. Just look at the diagram. To use Mn theorem, somewhere we need to mark theta, and by marking that theta, we need to apply Mn theorem. Is it right? And that's why what I do is, I will just mark this particular angle as theta. Anyway, okay. Anyway, either this angle or this angle, no problem, but here I am marking this angle as theta. Since this angle is theta, you just apply Mn theorem for this point D first. If you apply Mn theorem for this point D, okay, then what will happen? The triangle is what? ABE is the triangle. In that triangle ABE, as per Mn theorem, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1 we need to take, okay, because the lengths are equal, right? So since they are equal, 1:1:1 ratio. Okay, at the end, first of all, we are observing these two. Mn is 1 and 1. M plus n, 1 plus 1. Okay, 2 cot theta is equals to m cot alpha. So 1 into cot theta 1 minus 1 into cot theta 2. Just look there. This is first state, first one from the Mn theorem. Again apply Mn theorem for this triangle ADC. And to apply Mn theorem for this triangle, we need to mark this angle. And what is that angle? See, just look at this triangle, and for this triangle, this is the exterior angle. Since these are theta and theta 2, this angle will become theta plus theta 2. And since this angle is theta plus theta 2, you just forget about this for some time. So this is theta plus theta 2, and we are applying Mn theorem for this. So for the triangle ADC, 2 cot of theta plus theta 2 is equals to m cot alpha. That means cot theta 2 minus n cot theta 3. Just look at this. 2 cot of theta plus theta 2 is equals to cot theta 2 minus cot theta 3. Okay. Again for the space, I am going to erase this. You just look at there, pay your attention, and if you need, have a screenshot. Okay. See, this is the triangle. These are theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. To apply Mn theorem, I need to locate mark theta at some point. If you mark theta here, and for the first triangle by Mn theorem, this is the statement. And if it is theta, then theta and theta 2, so this angle will become theta plus theta 2. Then for this triangle, if you apply MN theorem, 1 plus 1, 2 cot of theta plus theta 2 is 1 cot theta 2 minus 1 cot theta 3. Right. And further we need to simplify. Here it is cot of theta plus theta 2. Okay. So this implies 2 into cot of theta plus theta 2. What you know about that cot of A plus B rule? Cot theta into cot theta 2 minus 1 by cot theta, okay, plus cot theta 2. This is cot of theta plus theta 2, which is equals to what we have? This is equals to cot theta 2 minus cot theta 3. Now we need to remove cot theta. Actually theta is the additional angle which we mark. So to remove that cot theta, replace 2 cot theta is equals to cot theta 1 minus cot theta 2 here in this formula. Then on simplification you will get the required answer. Okay, just have a look.